Jason and Harrison coming at you. So we have some repairs to make to our headers. This is a mechanism that creates a vacuum and you can ventilate your crankcase with it. But this is not set up correctly. This piece is supposed to be on a 45-degree angle. And if you see in there, it goes all the way through. I don't have a light. But in any event, this is a check valve. And then this runs to your valve cover. And it's not going to work for us in this kind of condition. Plus, I'll just say that I'm glad my roll cage is not welded like that. But sometimes we do what we must. So we're going to try to cut that off. And all these tools don't exactly fit in there just perfectly. So we have our stone. That'll get this edge. And then we have a right angle. And that'll get this edge. So we'll just kind of work at this until we get that all the way off, and then we will make a plug, and then we're going to weld it in there. And at some point we might run this setup, but for now we're going to run a standard PCV. And Pop came by today, don't mind the mess, and he dropped us off his nice 750 double pumper. Might be a little large for this particular setup, but I know this carburetor works really well. I've seen it run. It ran a 1090 at 118 with a Pontiac motor. This motor is a little smaller. It's actually a lot smaller, but we might have to jet it down. It still might be a little large, but in any event, this project is whatever parts we can get our hands on that we know is going to work. So it might not be the most ideal, but we plan maybe to build a little bit more motor around the carburetor. And for where we're standing, bigger is always better. So we're going to get to cutting this off and try to repair these and make them good again. Alright, so I think we had to adjust a little bit. Couldn't get that whiz wheel all the way in there. So I think what we can do now is grind this surface flat and then take the shaft out of the inside of the collector. Alright, we got that ground off flat. And this should just kind of pop out of there. Wiggle it back and forth. And there's what's left. This needs to be installed on a 45-degree angle, not a 90-degree angle, because it won't create a vacuum. Now we just need to make a plug and weld it in. Alright, we got that cut out, and I found a little washer. It's got a small hole in the front, maybe a 1/4 inch. We're going to choose to weld this washer on the outside of the collector. This way, if I feel like putting the old setup back in correctly, all I have to do is grind off the top of this and the same hole will appear. So we'll just get this in here like that. And that's one. We'll take the clamp off and weld the other side, then we can tap the sides around to make it, you know, kind of fit the shape of the header collector. I do have to adjust this welder. The welder's kind of sitting on top a little bit, but you know, as long as it's functional and it's welded all the way around, we're going to be just fine. Alright. It is at the end of the collector, so it's not going to obstruct any flow in any way that I know of. I'm just going to work around it like that, then we're going to fill the hole. Alright, it's filled. I can't say that it's my neatest welding, but to hold a camera, have a helmet on your head, and weld something is not exactly the easiest thing to do. It really is just a piece of pipe. It's all sealed up. All I have to do is grind it down and make it neat, and continue on to the next one. Alright, well, we finished our repair on the second header. This one might have come out just slightly a little bit better just because I had two hands to work with. And we have our flame-proof header paint. Would be nice to ceramic coat these, but we're going to go with the cheap way. Just get a little bit of paint on there. And that's going to be about it. This is going to be under the car. You're not going to see it anyway. So that completes our header repair for tonight. And Pop dropped by, gave us some presents. And that's what we're looking like now. So, hard to imagine they make an even bigger carburetor than that. It's called a Dominator. It's about twice that size. But this one's looking really good. Can't wait. I'm getting excited. This thing should run really good.